Hi everyone. Another stream, and this time I want to work on something pretty cool that I started developing. I call it Polyglot, and Polyglot is a translation service. So what it does is use CTranslate, which is a cool open source translation service from OpenNMT. Right, CTranslate. Yeah, CTranslate. So CTranslate is a pretty cool translation service from OpenNMT. It's fast. It's local to the CPU, but it could also use other hardware, and it provides translations. And I thought it's a good idea to bring it over to OBS somehow. So I started this new repository. I call it OBS Polyglot. And see, it's just a template now. That's all work that we have to do. To bring this up as another plugin. I'm not really sure how it's going to work. We're going to figure this out as we go along, but it is part of the OBS AI repository list, and this is going to bring our AI translation service into OBS. So there's a number of ways where I think Polyglot could go. Well, I spent last night bringing up CTranslate in C++ over to OBS, and I made a very, very, very basic example of translating. So going from English to what's the target language? I said Spanish, and it works, and it's pretty fast. So we can run this actually. I don't think there's anything of consequence in here. We'll just let it build 1 second and then bring it up and see what's up. And then we can start thinking about what we want to do. It's Qt. We got Qt Creator. I got Qt Creator. I'm just thinking out loud. One of the things that we could do to bring Translate, to bring Polyglot up in OBS is, let's just get OBS open. One thing that we could do is to what's going on? Looks like I lost my stream here. What? Why isn't this one not working? I lost my stream. Let's just rebuild the capture. No, I gotta restart Streamlabs, I think. 1 second. Okay. We should be back online now. I guess OBS wasn't happy with the thing. I'm not sure. Yep, Streamlabs. I think YouTube is stuck now. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Okay. Okay, I think we are back online. Man, that was weird. Anyway, let's get the windows in order again. This guy, and get this guy. Hey, Leo, how are you? Thanks for your comment. I appreciate that. I really do. People don't, um, you know, people come up and say things. I really appreciate that. And I am doing this for, for the better of everybody else, and that's just why I'm doing this. It's fun. Okay. All right. So back to Polyglot. Yeah. So this one just runs when the plugin loads. When the plugin loads, I just call this translate function here, and that's gonna load up the NNLB model, which is an amazing model. It has 200 languages translation in it. It's from Facebook from a couple of years ago. This is a pretty condensed one. It's just 300 million parameters, and it's quantized, so the file size that you need to download to make this work is not that big. All right, and we wanted to see OBS, right? So this is it running in OBS. There we go. So translation, and it says Spanish Latin, Hola mundo, ¿cómo estás? Which is really what I said here, right? Hello world, how are you? And so we have proof that it is working. That was just to get some things in place, right? It wasn't really meant to do anything. It's just to see that we can compile and run within OBS. Now the work begins of like the actual plugin, and I'm like going back and forth. Oh, I closed down OBS, but yeah, I'm going. Oh, thank you, Subu. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's get OBS up and running again. Hopefully it's not going to crash my computer again. Okay. So what I'm thinking, see, it's working, translating and stuff, which is great. Now, what I'm thinking for translation is that we'll have like another dock. We'll have another dock. There'll be like a dock in here that we can move around or even close or whatever. And that's gonna give us a few things to do. We could set up the settings for the translation, which is like what the position, like the model file, and that sort of stuff. And we can also We can also set up some translations, like I want to translate this text source, I want to translate that text source, and that sort of stuff. But maybe before that, what I would like to do is, like, I would, this is something sort of new, is that to actually have within OBS an HTTP server, that we can use URL source to access that local server, and that will give us the translations. Because I want to, we want to move fast, and we just want to do this as fast as possible, just to get this on, and then get feedback from users. And that will be the fastest way. It's just to have something, not worry about how we're going to do translation. Thank you, Subu. Thank you. Thanks for the kind words. So we'll do this as fast as possible, just to get something up there, and then people can give us some feedback. Okay, very cool. So we're going to have to need a doc. It's very easy to add a doc in here, just like OBS register doc or something like that. It's crazy simple. But what we need a UI for the doc. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use the Qt Creator to create the UI, because I don't feel like mucking around with Qt classes here in C++. And the Qt Creator is kind of like a very good hack to help us do this really quick. Oh no, we can't really join the group of windows, but anyway. All right, so we're gonna have to make a new application. Get quick or something. Get quick. No, like other. I need. No dependencies. Now I'm gonna go and find Polyglot. But that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. This is the kit that I have. Qt5 RM. Not that bad. No, this is not working out. What I need to do is for it to, that's the one. There's a way to create, import, yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't need this guy. I don't need this guy at all. I don't need this guy too. That's all I need. Don't do anything. Well, yeah, it's super annoying. Edit. Yeah, so we got this thing in here. What we need to do is add a new Qt designer form and matching class. we'll give it a widget. It needs to be a doc widget. Doc widget. Fine. And this we'll call it translate doc widget. Maybe this could go within UI. Okay, translate doc widget. That's fine. Don't add it to anything right now. Okay, so we got a doc widget, and that's pretty cute. We're gonna need a layout here, and for that we could just start throwing stuff up, and then we can just go and be like, I want to lay out this vertically, and I would like window title, Polyglot translation, something like that. And this one I want to put it up as settings, and so that's pretty cool. We're gonna have to add a new UI for this to we're gonna have to add a UI for this setting, like a dialog. So that's cool. We'll call this settings, and that'll be it. Okay, so let's save this one up and create a new form class. This would be a dialog with buttons on the bottom. Call this settings dialog, and we'll put this inside src UI. And sure, we don't need any of these. Finish this up. That's very cool. And now what I wanted here, let's say we wanted to do that HTTP server. Right, so let's add a group box. And then we could lay out this vertically, and we'll call this HTTP server. And in here, let's add a line edit. No, actually, let's have a form. Yeah, so let's add a line edit. And this we would lay out as a form layout. And then we'll add this one here. We'll get a label match, and we'll call this port. Something like that. And maybe we'll add a label above. Oh, why is it expanding? Add a label below, maybe. Right. By default, the HTTP server listens on 127.0.0.1 port. Oopsie. You have to move this one out of there. Wrap the words. Okay, so this is the settings dialog, just the port. Now I wanted another thing. I want another group box up here, and with another I need essentially a file thing. All right, so we'll have to do this step by step. Layout in a form layout. Let's add a label. We call this model. Okay, now I also want to do a little box here, push button. Where are you? A little push button in here. Oh, yeah, so really what I need is a widget, because I want them to be one next to the other. And the only way to do that is to have a legit widget in here, push these things inside, and say this widget will be a horizontal layout. And then on the wrong kind of thing. We'll grow align left, vertical align with center. Why is align with center not working out? It's kind of wonky. Maybe I'll solve it at some point, but that's fine. All right, so all of these I would want to copy with a layout to paste into. That's weird. First, I feel like the margins here are always too big, like wasting a lot of space. All right, so we'll have to do this, I think, from first principles again. And this would be our SPM. This is another kind of doesn't want to do that. Fine. Have to add in another thing. We'll add in a line edit. And then we'll lay this out horizontally. Okay. Size policy, vertical minimum, fixed, preferred, banding, fixed. Minimum, I don't know why it's not. There's an R default. Anyway, we could make this one smaller. We could ask this thing to break the layout, but alignment. How do I ask it to adjust size? No. Anyway, we'll have to make those smaller. There's no reason for them to be that big. But okay, come on. Okay. Dot. Okay. All files. Okay, cool. Now we got that one going. Let's just give them proper names. this will be model file, SPM file. Oh, all right. Model file, button, SPM file button. And this would be HP port. Save this up. All right, let's go back in here. See, now in UI we got a bunch of stuff. And so let's add a very simple H file here. Be register doc.h. And what this would have is basically a void register doc. Let's see. This one seems to be in distress. Let's go and look at a different thing that I'd made. No, I don't have it here. You have a look in a different project I've been working on called OBS Brain. It's upcoming, not yet released. Keeping it under wraps, but I did this thing in there with the doc, so I want to copy that, register, just register the doc. Okay, cool. No problem. Let's just register the doc. This will be register doc, so we can include that from there. But if def C++ extern C, and if we'll do this. Okay. Now here in UI, we'll do register doc at CPP, gonna be a C. All right, let's include register doc, but we'll also include our translate doc widget. OBS model going to be important. Q action, I'm not sure, but let's do register doc. I don't need to register a source as much as I need to register a doc. Sure, that makes sense. Create the doc. Register the doc. Okay, and for the OBS registration, yeah. Look at register doc. So add doc or new doc or something like that. Add doc. OBS front end add doc. I need module, but I also need front end API. Doc. Why would I need get doc? I don't think I need that. Yeah, that's the exact thing that we need. All right, so yeah. Now we got a bunch of things to do in here, like add those sources in there. It's weird. I like just to keep it local. Let's do that. And we need to do target sources. I want to add subdirectory srcui. And then let's take this stuff and be like over here, this there, we can do register doc, right? And we need a few more. This there, I don't need dot h's in here. I need settings, dialog, SCPP, and I need translate doc widget .cpp. But that's gonna be enough for now. Let's build this up and see what's going on. We also, while this is building, we need to research a C++ HTTP server. Let's pick whatever comes up. Got 10K stars and on GitHub and seems very cool. Let's see, guy. And yep, I don't mind this. We'll have to bring this up in our plugin, which is Kel. You know, it's not a big deal. You know, running into problems as expected. Yeah, it's running into all kinds of things, but mostly because Qt is not enabled, and just have this will be replaced by this, right? And enable Qt. We'll replace this by this. Store. This guy a chance. While we are bringing up build HTTP CPP HTTP, what's it called? HTTP lib. Oh no. CPP HTTP lib. All right, what? Undeclared identifier. Translate doc widget.h. Translate doc widget. Doc widget. Yep. Yep. So let's see. I don't think that they provide any sort of pre-built things. It's a header only kind of deal. And yeah, it depends on what you want to do. This could be This could be a submodule. Since it's header only, we don't really need to do anything. But if it's header only, we could also just the same grab grab this guy and yeah, and just use it like that. Bring it in with the build and be done. We don't have to build it or anything. It's header only. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Sure. All right. Let's go back in here. And see what's up. Really, what I could do is like set cpp http lib URL to be that guy. Now we are going to have to get its MD5. So just download this guy, and I have this cool neat trick in here where I can do CRC SHA. It doesn't have MD5, but it has SHA-56. Just at a click of a button. Very useful. I recommend that. So let's set SPP hash would be SHA-256 equal blah. Download. I'm back. Now that one, I'm gonna use fetch content and use fetch content. It is a super quick, just a super quick way to download things while running, and this will be cpp http lib. And once this guy runs, we should be able to link everything up, but I'm not sure exactly how this goes. We'll have to run it and see what's going on. So we'll do these guys. Now let's include cmake build cpp http lib. And let's see what it does, because we do need to include its directories. So what that's going to do is in depth here, it's going to bring up our cpp lib. So there we go. It's out here. Yeah, so it probably has, let me see, it's probably has, yeah, it's like a build target install. Build target install, and we'll have to set up the prefixes and all that sort of stuff, which is maybe superfluous because all we need is http lib.h. It's everything we need. So what we could do is, once we do that, we could just add a library, which is an interface, and just include the directories. So we need, this is going to be in the source dir. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just going to be the source dir, because that's going to have http-lib.h, right? So that's all we need. And this one's fine now. So this one is also looking good. Let's not deal with that. And so now let's bring cpp httplib in here and see that everything is singing. Let's see. We're compiling. Very good. All right, so that's going to be that. This is kind of like the function call when the plugin is loaded. We might as well start up the HTTP server at this point. And so we can include the http lib.h file. Yeah, so let's try this out. If this works out, we should be all set to go. We can just start the HTTP server in here and be totally and completely done. Let's see something. Let's see something. Yes, we don't really care about HTTP SSL. Right, just open SSL support. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's already running. Let's have a look because we should already see our doc, the doc that we created. Let's see. Give open the OBS a chance to run. That's pretty cool. We can't see the doc though. So I think maybe the doc wasn't registered properly. The plugin didn't load, but that's fine. It did load, and it should have registered our doc, but it didn't. Let's have a look. I am copying this into the plugins, yes. And so this one's fine. I'm getting a new doc, and then front end add doc. See if we're not forgetting anything obvious. Pointer to the added queue action. Add a custom doc to the UI with no toggle. What did I do before that kind of just worked? Here, LLM doc. Oh, this was LLM docs VP. That's fine. It's front-end add doc. I'm just doing this and like doc. That's fine. Fine. Set features. That's fine. I don't care. OBS front-end add doc. I just do this queue main window. I need to give it a parent, a queue main window. Maybe that's the thing. I doubt it. I need to give it the queue main window. Yeah, maybe it needs the queue main window. Add the doc. What else? Window title. This whole thing is actually taken care of in here, if I'm not mistaken. Settings dialog. Window. All right, so set this one up like that. Yeah. What else? Like window titles, object name. Object name. It's dialogues. That's fine. Features and parent. Add dock widget to the bottom thing. Yeah, I'm missing this. Have a look in here. Overloaded. This is weird. So Q widget. I mean, it can't convert Q main window to the thing. That's weird. I doubt if this is going to be the right thing. Q main window. Q main window. I'm doing it like this and it works fine. That's weird. Okay. I think we do need to. Okay, so I front end add the dock. And parent. It goes like this, right? Okay. Okay. Use of undefined type UI settings. Dialog. Why? It definitely exists here. And all the mocks should also exist. Where are they? Where do the mocks go? There definitely should be some auto mocking. And the UIs. Oh, that's a mouse. Like a Qt, that's fine. Automatic mock and UAC. How do I do that? Do I add the UI? I can't remember. You don't have to add the UIs. They sort of take care of themselves. No, this is a different thing. No. Yeah. They kind of take care of themselves. The UIs. I need to set this up as on. But I think it's most likely it's already on. Let's have a look. Yeah. So auto mock, auto UIC, and that sort of stuff. So that's already in there. Widget. Everything here looks fine. Finding folder. I'll do like UI. No, I'm looking. Right, settings dialog. Let's see, they are definitely created somewhere. Yeah, they are definitely created, but use of undefined type. UI settings dialog. Oh, I think I changed the name, didn't I? I started calling it Polyglot settings dialog. All right, so maybe we should back down from that and go back in here. Save. Yep, it's already saved. Okay, add doc widget. Yeah, so let's do this here, and this we'll call this Q main window. That's going to have the add doc widget function. Um, Can't go from void pointer. Okay. Undefined type. Okay, bringing Q main window. Let's see. All right, very cool. So let's see if OBS will show our doc now. And maybe we'll do a tiny little thing and call it a day. Come back to this later. Okay. Not sure. Things don't look promising. Docs. Let's see. No sources. I'm not seeing the doc. Oh, that's fine. This is fine. Okay. Some things are not working out as well as we thought they would. Somehow I have a feeling that we are not Yeah, I'll do it. We're just not calling this. Obviously, it will not work if we don't call it. So I don't need this, but I need to include UI register doc.h register doc. Right, register doc. I think this is going to work. I have a good feeling about this. We are missing some register doc reference in there. Let's see. I definitely have register doc CPP, and he's saying unresolved external symbol. This one is bringing register doc, which would extern C register doc. Register doc is just a void function. It's a doc. And getting the extern C. Register doc CPP. The function is implemented. Deco. It's a symptom with 5 convention match. An unresolved external symbol. And it's because it's unable to find this function, but we definitely have it here, and it's called CMake project name, right? So that's fine. It might be a chicken and egg problem. First we need to do that, and then this, and ordering. That makes little sense, but okay. Benefit of the doubt. That didn't help. We still are missing register doc void. They're saying symbols that define potentially match is this guy. Let's have a look in here once more. See if there's anything that I was missing. Yeah, C++ has 2 underscores. I knew that. If we don't extern C, it will not see this function. I'm doing it in here. It's the doc. All set. Yep. OBS. All right, very cool. We have our Polyglot doc here. And it's got settings, and it's looking all kinds of neat. Obviously not doing anything. Yeah, it's not supposed to do anything. And yeah, maybe we can hook this up to the open the settings dialog and call it a day. It'll come back later and fill in more of the details. So that's in here. So setup UI. connect the settings button to the settings dialog. Oh, it needs like open settings dialog. That's fine. Oh, very cool. That's the name of the class, settings dialog. That's fine. Could do better. Yeah. Let's bring this up in there. It's private. I mean, there's a private slot. Yep. Yeah, still a little ticked off. So this is not called a class name, it's a dialog, it's called settings dialog. That's fine. And new settings dialog. New settings dialog. What I'm thinking is just that we do not have it in here, so let's just include settings dialog. Almost there. Settings button. Yep, wouldn't call it settings button. We called it settings dialog UI. No, we called it just settings. Sweet. Boom. We got settings dialog up running. Now nothing here is actually hooked up, but that's easy stuff that we can do later. And yep. Ooh, these are not even connected. Okay. All right, so let's get back to this later and do some more work on this, but we are in the right direction. It's not going to be long, and we'll have this plugin up and running. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you next time.